Hey, come on, guys. Let's play.
Hey, what's up, Rawk Flock? This is the Master Gamer Rawk64, bringing you another VGTalk episode. For this one, I have a guest. Would you please introduce yourself?
You guys don't know me at all. Not at all.
No,
Never. Never
no,
in a million years would you know it was me.
no, you've never met this guy before. This is a completely, totally new guy. Never been on my channel before. Just introduce yourself.
Hola personas, Gentleman Luke is here.
And we're talking about something that is very old news, but we just couldn't get together to record it until now, and that is our particular opinions and thoughts about what happened at Nintendo's E3 digital event.
Right.
So, the first thing I want to bring up is the whole how they did it, especially the beginning with the puppets. Like the whole puppet thing.
Yeah, I get where people come from saying that it can be kind of creepy, but
I loved it. I loved
loved it too.
I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it was just like, okay. Last year Robot Chicken, this year Muppets. Okay.
My favorite part was when they go into Reggie's room. Nintendo 62, Nintendo 63,
Three.
Nintendo 64.
Four.
My body is ready.
I'm so annoyed by that meme by this point, but oh well.
Oh. At least Nintendo recognizes that these memes exist.
This is true. So, I will say I did like it kind of up until the point where they decided, oh, we're gonna have them transform into the Star Fox characters. I'm like, alright.
Perfect transition, though,
It's a
actually.
good transition, but it's just still like, okay, so are they them or the Star Fox characters? What's going on?
And then they hit us with the big one.
Star Fox Zero.
Yes, Star Fox has been missing in action since the GameCube and DS. And we finally hear from him with Star Fox Zero. And this looks... Go ahead.
To be fair, they did announce it last year. They just didn't give it a title or any gameplay.
Yeah, they said we got Star Fox coming, guys, and then, well, we got the remake, but then they're just like, where's the new Star Fox? And then Star Fox Zero. Looks fucking amazing, by the way.
It does. Yeah, I will say that. It does look nice.
Now, throughout all this, guys, I want to go ahead and let you know that I will have footage without the sound from the event itself, so you can actually take a look for yourself as to what this stuff is going to look like.
Right. I'm indifferent about Star Fox. It does look nice. It does look like it's going to play pretty well. But I've never been that interested in Star Fox. You're going to hear that a lot today, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, very... It looks, like I said, personally, I'm hyped for it, because I really enjoy the Star Fox games.
Yeah.
So I'm personally very hyped for it. And I'm going to try and keep each of these short, because there's a lot that they did, and I don't want to make this video too long.
Right.
So... let's move on to the Turbocharged Donkey Kong and Hammer Slam Bowser and Skylander Superchargers on the Wii U.
These next two things probably... Well, no, I'll take that back. I was
First,
probably going to say, like, I was going to talk about these the most. It's like, nope, there's things later that
Yeah.
I'm going to be only talking about. So,
yeah. Fuck Skylanders is all I gotta say first off.
yeah, I don't really care about Skylanders. I get where you're coming from, but I'm
It's
just,
more of
again,
a...
indifferent.
I was gonna
But
say, for me
I
it's
do-
more of a thing that I'm a fan of Spyro.
Yeah,
And
I know.
yeah,
And Spyro's kind of like gone pretty much at this point, but
he was he was hardly there to begin with.
I know. I was like, Skylanders, like, wait, there's Spyro? What?
Yeah. Anyways, the big thing that Nintendo wanted to emphasize with the Turbocharged Donkey Kong and Hammer Slam Bowser is that not only are they Skylanders things, you can hit a little switch and they're Amiibo.
Well, it's not a Switch, it's an interchangeable base, but
Same difference.
same difference.
The point is they function as both Amiibos and the Skylanders things.
You know me, I'm going to be the one on the Amiibo thing.
Yeah. I do have to say, though, I like the idea of them coming up with, especially Hammer Slam Bowser. He looks awesome, and I hope that Nintendo decides to implement him into future Mario games as a boss.
I
That
will say
would
Turbocharged Donkey Kong looks a little derpy,
he
but
does. He does.
we'll see. We'll see. I'm probably not going to get it because, I don't play Skylanders. But
I'm not gonna begin it because I have a personal vendetta against Skylanders.
well, yeah. But anyway, I do
Okay.
like the fact that they are trying to branch the Amiibo out to other franchises rather than just theirs.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of their franchises, this next one, oh man, Monster Mash was not happy with this one.
he was so angry.
With Hyrule Warriors Legends coming to the Nintendo 3DS. I am personally very hyped for this.
We need to specify. He wasn't angry that it was coming to the 3DS.
He was angry that it includes all the DLC and stuff from
For
the other
free.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus there's 2 new characters, which
Two new characters.
with Tetra and the King of Red Lions.
Which is kind of completely hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
I'm a boat. Now I'm not. Now I'm a boat. I'm not.
It's like, I'm the Hyrule King, now I'm a talking boat. Now I'm the Hyrule King, I'm a talking boat.
And now there's water in the Gerudo Desert.
Because logic. But anyways, I personally am very hyped for this. I really wanted to play Hyrule Warriors, and since I don't have a Wii U, that was kind of something that couldn't happen, but now I have the opportunity to.
Correct. I'm personally excited for it because I have played a good deal about Hyrule Warriors. I've only played through the story mode, and I'm planning on doing challenge mode at some point. It's just, I'm a little afraid because I suck major ass at it.
Yep.
I've never been good at combos or anything like that, so...
Combo breaker!
That's pretty much what happens every time I try to fight a boss. I'm just like, oh, right, I can do better things.
Yeah.
Uh...
So yeah, I'm very hyped for Hyrule Warriors Legends. I can't wait to see how Tetra and King of Red Lions actually play.
Tetra
Should
does
be
look
fun.
Interesting. She uses like a gun, doesn't she?
I think so? Question mark. But
that's interesting for the rest of people, to say the least. But,
yeah.
Um,
But and then paired along with that, they also announced Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes.
Yeah. It looks interesting. I'm a little worried about execution.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm very hyped for it because the way they're passing it off, because if you guys remember, the previous multiplayer Zelda games have been more competitive, who can get the most rupees, who can get the most Great Force things, stuff like that. This one focuses a lot more on teamwork, especially with the tower/stack mechanic.
Right. I just find that single player is going to be pretty difficult because
The AI is stupid.
I don't like that. I don't like Four Swords. I had enough trouble trying to figure out what I was doing, and
well, I managed to work with the AI because I'm pretty sure they'll do probably a similar thing that they did before, where you can switch between the AIs so you can get them in the right place.
right. Still, it's going to be pretty difficult.
Yeah. Well,
But
it
then
wouldn't be
there's
so much.
Also, one thing I really do not like. We found out later after the direct. If one person disconnects, it's a game over for all of them.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I'm hoping they're going to change that, especially when they hear the feedback about it. Nintendo's usually pretty good about that.
Yeah, but I do get it because
Yeah.
it's either one player or three player. You can't have the two people because that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah, that would be.
I do get why they did it, but it's still kind of just like,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, Triforce Heroes, a new kind of Zelda co-op game. Am I hyped for it? Yes. Is it the most hyped thing? Believe it or not, no. That's coming up later.
And here we go into the controversy.
Metroid Prime Federation.
I've never been a big fan of Metroid. So
I love the
don't
Metroid
really
games.
get everything that's going on.
I get everything that's going on, and people are just
angry.
People are just making mountain out of molehills with it. I'm not gonna go into the debate. This is neither the time nor the place to do that. I'm just gonna say I'm with the side that loves it and cannot wait for it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be epic.
And I do get some of their gripes. It's a Metroid game, but no Samus. But they didn't actually necessarily confirm or deny that.
Yeah, they
So
haven't. But I could have guessed from the title when they said Federation. I was sitting like, this is going to be something around the Galactic Federation, isn't it? And it is.
I'm
And
just like, I have no idea what that is. So
I
I
cannot
didn't bother.
say that I'm complaining about that because, I mean, even some of the best, even some of the best of Nintendo series have had spin-off games where they give more character development to side characters. Look at Super Princess Peach. Look at, dare I dare mention this, the Zelda CDI games. As terrible as they
Right.
were, they gave you some insights into other characters. Stuff like Hyrule Warriors too. It's not necessarily Link centric.
Right. You don't
So
have to play as Link. You don't have to play as Zelda. You don't.
yeah. Now, and I know a lot of people's going to gripe at me. Well, why are you using the same argument for Skylanders? Because I'm using that argument for Skylanders because they slapped Spyro's name on there just as a grab to get attention.
Right.
But anyways, Metroid Prime Federation, I can't wait to see what sort of character development they're going to give to the Federation troopers. And yeah, that's about all I have to say on that.
On that, like, there's also that blast ball.
Yeah, that looks fun. That looks fun.
That looks interesting. I don't know. Like, they used that at like the Nintendo World Championships, and everybody's just like, this looks like Metroid. And then when it was Metroid, they're like, oh, that was cheap. I was like, you're stupid. But okay.
I really like the idea, and it'll be nice to because the only other thing I can recall for the Metroid competitive multiplayer stuff is basically four Samuses going up against each other.
Mhm.
So this is a nice new interesting twist.
Yes.
Okay, so now the next bit we have. They also announced release dates for Fire Emblem Fates, set for 2016 on the Nintendo 3DS. Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem on the Wii U, set for 2016. And Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U will be coming out December 4th.
Fire Emblem Fates looks pretty interesting.
It does. It really does. I'm hyped for it.
Now, any of these games I'm not going to be playing. That's because, one, I cannot do Fire Emblem for personal reasons. The Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem thing just kind of looks a little strange for me.
Well, see, I haven't played Shin Megami Tensei, so I will.
It just seems like a kind of weird combination when you
It
think
does.
about it.
It does. But I don't know much about Shin Megami Tensei.
Same.
So.
And Xenoblade.
I have yet to play the regular Chronicles. I will probably play regular Chronicles, and then if I like it enough, I will probably get X.
There's something about like those large of a games that are like RPG kind of games that just turned me off the whole experience. You know.
I like having a big, massive world to explore. So that's just me personally. So
I commend the people that like it. I can't do it.
Yeah. So that's that little bit of thing. Like I said, the release dates again. Fire Emblem Fates on the Nintendo 3DS has been slated for sometime in 2016. Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem on the Wii U slated for 2016, and Xenoblade Chronicles X slated for December 4th.
Okay.
Next are a couple of things
Two games that Rock's going to talk nothing about.
The first one being Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, release date set for September 25th, and this is on the Nintendo 3DS. Take the stage, man, because I don't give a shit.
I do find it's an interesting concept for Animal Crossing fans, considering you're not exactly living your own life per se like you would like in regular Animal Crossing games. You're essentially making homes for other people. It's more of a customization thing. It's more like it allows you to have a bigger imagination. You can place things pretty much anywhere. You can actually decorate the outside of the houses now. You can create new buildings that weren't in original Animal Crossing games. It's interesting to me. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up because I tend to lose a lot of interest in games that are super creation based because I have no imagination.
Yeah. Now, see,
But,
I can see where, like I said, when you were talking about it, I can kind of see where Animal Crossing fans would be interested in it because it's a little take on it, but I've never really been interested in the Animal Crossing series.
right.
And then, along with that, they announced on the Nintendo Wii U Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, because we just haven't heard enough about those things, and that's slated for holiday 2015.
He is so salty about Amiibo. It's not even funny.
I'm not really salty about Amiibos. It's just like Nintendo's like Amiibo, Amiibo, Amiibo. Here, you get an Amiibo, you get an Amiibo, you all get Amiibo.
Okay, one, no, they're not. Two, they're like, here's the Amiibo, go fucking find it.
Yeah, it's like here, we're gonna take this Amiibo and we're just gonna throw it in this pile of junk and we're gonna mix it up for 3 days and then you gotta go dig for it.
Pretty much. Anyway, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. I hope they do well with this.
It's basically Mario Party.
It is basically Mario Party, but what it seems to me and what I've found out, there aren't any minigames. So it's essentially Monopoly, from what I can tell. But it does have a certain charm to it. Hopefully they won't be super Amiibo-centric, like the name kind of implies it, but hopefully to absolutely play it, you don't absolutely positively have to have Amiibo. I hope so, but it doesn't seem like that'd be the case. But we'll find out in the future. It doesn't come out until this holiday, so we'll find out more later.
Yeah. And I can sum up my feelings of those two games in one phrase. Look at all these fucks I don't give.
Yeah, I know. I love Animal Crossing.
Now this next one I am actually interested in.
I am super interested in this.
And that is Yoshi's Woolly World on the Nintendo Wii U. It has a release date in the United States of October. I live in the United States. If you live somewhere else, go look up the release date on your own, goddammit.
Yeah, well, pretty much everywhere else it's already out.
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
Yeah.
Especially because there are people on YouTube I watch that already done a playthrough. I'm just like, you're in America. Fucking wait.
Yeah. Anyways, because, I mean, I watched a little bit of Kirby's Epic Yarn. In fact, until he decided not to do it, I co-commed the first episode of Icy the Hedgehog's. He was going to do an LP on Kirby's Epic Yarn, and it looked like an interesting game, and from what I've seen on the gameplay of Woolly World, it looks really interesting and really fun.
I really enjoyed Epic Yarn. It is definitely not your traditional Kirby game, and it's definitely going to be the same thing with Yoshi, but to a lesser extent.
Yeah, I was going to say, this looks like it has a lot more of the traditional... This basically looks like... It basically...
Sorry.
I was going to say, it basically reminds me of Yoshi's Story with Yarn.
As long as it's better than Yoshi's New Island, I do not care. I love the Yoshi's Island games. I suck terribly at them. Hopefully I won't suck as much at Woolly World.
Like I said, Woolly World to me looks more like a Yoshi Story with Yarn.
Yes. I couldn't get into Yoshi's Story. It's just the premise of the fruit thing.
Yeah.
It looked nice and it played decently well, but the fruit thing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you take out the fruit and then add in a bunch of yarn mechanics, that's basically what you basically get Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah.
So.
Especially if you're trying to go for like a perfect run. I can't find shit, so I'm not playing Yoshi's Story.
Yeah.
But, and I have to say something. The Amiibo.
They're so cute. They're so kawaii to sue.
Pretty much. It's the Amiibo, instead of actual figures, they're plushes. So
yeah, and they actually talked to the lady who basically created them. She she put it together, and then everyone was asking for it, but then they turned them into Amiibo.
Right.
And then also don't forget that if you add other character Amiibos on there, Yoshi will actually wear the he will change to be like that character. Like they will have Yoshi looks like Mario, that looks like Link.
Basically, every Amiibo that's been released, except the Pokemon ones, are available to use for patterns.
Oh, it's very awesome looking.
Yes.
Okay, so the Nintendo, the next thing that they announced, all I can say is that it's interesting. It's called Yokai Watch. It's going to be released sometime this year for the Nintendo 3DS.
And yeah, I'm not super interested. We'll find out more.
It
later.
looks interesting. I mean,
it is a franchise that's already been around for a little bit, but
now see, actually, most of what I know about the most exposure I've had to Yokai is in spoiler alert, Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies. Why I have to put a spoiler? Yeah, they had a segment on that. So I mean, I know a little bit about yokai and what they are,
Hmm.
but this basically just looks like another Pokemon-esque catch 'em all and battle 'em game.
Yeah, people have compared it to Pokemon,
Then again,
Yu-Gi-Oh,
anything.
Bakugan.
I was gonna say, since Pokemon became big, anything that looks like that, people compare it to Pokemon. That's why I
Yeah, but
said
they've also compared it to
Pokemon-esque.
other bigger franchises like
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh or Bakugan. You know,
yeah. All I have to say is it looks interesting. I'm eagerly waiting more information to see if it's something I'd be interested in picking up. Now we talk about the big hype thing for me.
same for me.
You guys remember Mario and Luigi. You guys remember Paper Mario. What would you get if you put the two together? You get Mario and Luigi Paper Jam.
Hmm.
For the Nintendo 3DS, release date spring 2016. My god, this game is so much fucking hype.
Pretty much. Especially since the last Paper Mario game was kind of a little bit of a flop.
A little bit.
I'm trying to be nice.
A little bit.
Still trying to be nice.
If you're trying to be nice, you would call it an absolute pile of shit.
I'm not Gordon Ramsay. I don't say that all the time.
Anyways, Paper Jam looks very interesting. The basic premise is Luigi is reading a book that contains the Paper Mario universe, and then he accidentally drops the book, and through some bippity boppity boo magic bullshit that Nintendo pulled out of their ass, all the Paper Mario characters get released. So Mario and Luigi team up with Paper Mario to
Well, not all of them,
yeah,
but
a good chunk of them.
yes.
And I've read a little bit into it, and basically you'll be facing paper enemies as well as the standard Mario and Luigi enemies.
Which is interesting. To say
Oh
the
yeah,
least.
and plus they got
Um,
Bowser. They got Bowser and Paper Bowser working together.
Now I know they won't do this, but I would totally find it cool that if at some point you encounter any of the partners or pixels that you have encountered in the past,
Doubt
you
it.
know,
They might have cameos, but I doubt that they would actually do
yeah, I
that.
know. Hopefully,
Because this seems like it's going to be more of a Mario and Luigi game, at least from what they showed. They showed off a lot of the.
because there was a Goombella cameo in Sticker Star to a
I know.
small extent, but
We don't talk about that game.
well, I like Goombella. Shut up.
But Little Miss No Arms.
Yes, Little Miss No Arms.
anyways, like I was saying, it looks like it's going to be much more based off the Mario and Luigi games as far as the combat and everything, with the added thing that Paper Mario helps them dodge attacks. Like, I'm going to try and at least show the cutscene where they had like Paper Mario was in a paper airplane, and basically there was an attack that Mario and Luigi had to dodge by jumping up and grabbing onto him and floating over the attack.
Mhm.
But I mean, I don't know exactly what they're going to implement from the paper side of it per se. I think they will probably have a couple of segments where like Paper Mario might have to use some of his abilities from Thousand Year Door to help progress.
Right.
If not, they should do that. That would be totally awesome.
It's too bad that the flipping reality thing really doesn't do anything in Mario and Luigi.
No, it really wouldn't. But so yeah, Paper Jam. It's slated for spring 2016, so I'm pretty sure Nintendo is going to release plenty of information before then to give us an idea of exactly what we're going to be getting into. All I can say is that this looks like it's going to be probably one of the greatest crossovers Nintendo has ever done.
Mario with Mario.
Well,
No, I know. I'm just making a joke. Anyway.
so now the next thing, it's another one I don't particularly care too much about. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash for the Wii U, slated to release holiday 2015.
Now, I really liked the first and let's see, I liked first Mario Tennis for the 64, Mario Tennis Power Tour, and Mario Power Tennis.
I will
for
go
some
ahead
reason
and say I will go ahead and say off the bat that I haven't played too many of the Mario Sport games. I have not played any of the tennis.
And I liked what they did. Mario Tennis was nice and simple, basic, because it kind of had to be. But there was a good plethora of characters to play as. And they had little nice aesthetics and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was also Mario Power Tennis, where everybody got like power moves, power shots, if you will.
Yeah.
And they implemented that pretty well. But then they went to Mario Tennis Open, and then it was like super, super simple. And to me, that was boring. Hopefully, they do more with Ultra Smash rather than what they showed with the mega mushrooms,
Mm-hmm.
but
That looks like that's going to be the main gimmick, though.
hopefully not, because that will get annoying after a little while.
Yeah.
I am interested to see what they're going to do. I do like Mario Tennis. I just cannot get behind something that's either super, super simple or super, 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 super gimmicky.
All I have to say is, it's obvious that Camelot's been working on this, so where the fuck is my next Golden Sun game at, Camelot, huh? If there's one thing I'm salty about, it's that we haven't gotten another Golden Sun game since Dark Dawn. And it took us so long to get that one.
But didn't Dark Dawn flop?
Not really. It went over quite well.
The
only thing that
flopped, so
the only thing that had people salty about it was the cliffhanger ending.
no.
Anywho, the very last item, Mario Maker for the Nintendo Wii U, slated to release September 11th, 2015.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I just don't know how much I'm going to use it to create my own levels.
I will be abusing that feature.
Again, as I stated earlier, I'm not creative at all, so I will tend to lose a lot of interest in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But I will probably try to find a lot of levels to see what people do, because I am interested to see what people can do with it. Because
now, you actually, in relation to a piece of sad news recently, you actually looked up something very interesting concerning Mario Maker.
correct. If you guys didn't know, and I don't know why you don't know if you're fans of Nintendo.
Especially since I have 2 videos on my channel already.
Right. The president of Nintendo passed away. I can never pronounce
Satoru Iwata.
Yes, thank you.
Passed away on the 11th of July.
Yeah. And I found a tweet that had said that Iwata left us with Mario Maker so that way we can make our own dreams come true the same way he did. And I was just like, oh my god.
It was a very touching, very emotional tweet.
Yes.
And, so, needless to say, when I get a Wii U, Mario Maker is definitely one of the first games that I need to get.
Right. And that comes out
September 11th,
that's
2015.
a weird release date.
It
I just
is.
noticed that.
It is an interesting release date. Because for those of you that don't know, September 11th is the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, 9/11 terrorist attacks on the United States.
I didn't really realize that until now. But it's not really, like, I'm not saying that the event didn't matter, but it's saying that the date shouldn't make that much of an impact on our lives.
Now, I do also find it interesting.
But, like, it still sucked that happened, but, like, we have to move past it.
I'm trying to figure out if it's I'm trying to figure out if it's coincidence or not that Satoru Iwata passed away on the 11th of this month, and then 2 months later, Mario Maker is set to release.
I don't know.
Because it was July 11th, 2015 that he passed away, and then September 11th, 2015 is Mario Maker.
Right. I will say I only have one gripe about Mario Maker. One. No Koopalings.
Yeah, no Koopalings, but eh.
We have Bowser Jr., so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, seeing Bowser Jr. in old Super Mario Bros. Would be cool. So, anyways, guys, man, I tried to keep this short. I'm kind of glad I kept the discussion short because we nearly went half an hour talking about this.
I knew we were going to, so...
I knew it was... I probably would have had to split it up into like 2 or 3 videos if we talked everything about it. So, I will... Like I said, I know for sure I'm going to get Paper Jam and Mario Maker when I get obviously Hyrule Warrior Legends and Zelda Triforce Heroes and Federation.
I'm going to get Hyrule Warriors Legends, maybe Triforce Heroes, definitely the Yoshi's Woolly World, Paper Jam,
too.
And Mario Maker, maybe Ultra Smash, because I never actually got Tennis Open, and I will have to see on the Animal Crossing games, because if the home designer thing is cheap, I might do it, because one, I don't have that much money right now, and two, I I just hope I don't lose interest in it. That's really my only
Yeah.
problem about that. And the
Yeah.
Amiibo Festival, we'll find out. I'll probably more than likely get it, but
Yeah.
you know.
So, anyways, whether or not anything will be coming to my channel, we'll just have to wait and see for the future. I know that I do plan on getting a Wii U capture card, so there will be some Wii U stuff coming. I can't say relatively soonish, maybe sometime next year, hopefully. But that's been our thoughts and discussions on some of the things at the Nintendo Digital event. Um, and if you guys have anything you want to add, any comments, questions, maybe on what we think about a particular thing in one of these games, you can definitely ask in the comment section below.
I'll try to
And
be good about that because I'm bad at comments, but
well, if they have something to ask you, I will tell you, and you can go to the video and comments.
I'm still bad about that.
Yeah. Anyways, and you guys know I try to at least thumbs up every comment, and I usually try to reply to them. So that's been our thoughts and discussions. This has been Rawk64.
And Gem and Lucas.
I just want to remind you guys to game on and keep on rocking. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.
Adios, amigos.